All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another post-fight analysis video. Okay, y'all, the main event last night, Viviane Araujo versus Alexa Grasso. Shout out to everybody that came through for the fight companion. Had a nice long live stream where we just had some discussion, of course, after the fight. But I enjoyed, calling the fight with y'all, even though the fight didn't turn out to be anything like I thought it would be. Of course, we talked about the chances of it being like a one-sided clinic. And, I thought those chances were slim. And those slim chances turned up last night. Alexa Grasso, she put on a basic striking, boxing, stand-up clinic, whatever you want to call it, MMA striker clinic on Viviane Araujo. Pretty much shut her out, in my opinion. I mean, Viviane Araujo had a few moments here and there. She definitely looked like somebody that had power and could have done something if she came to execute like she should have, But when it came down to it, Alexa Grasso was just too sharp, too focused, and well improved. She definitely well improved with the takedown defense, the distance management, everything she was doing in there. I mean, going into this fight, I already knew Grasso had the better technique. We already talked about that. And I kept saying, like, I hate to pick against the boxer. I just kept thinking that Viviane Araujo has been here before and she's fought tougher fighters. But like I said, MMA math just doesn't add up. It was really a toss-up for me. I wasn't shocked if Grasso won the fight. I was just a bit stunned in the fashion that she won the fight. All right. Like, I wasn't really going to be shocked if Grasso won, like if the fight was maybe like 3-2 or close 4-1 or something like that. I wouldn't have been stunned, but I was very impressed and a little stunned on how Grasso was able to do it. I mean, Viviane Araujo, she just didn't win a single round to me. I mean, she had moments in these rounds, but Grasso just controlled everything. I mean, going back to the first round, which I'm not going to break this fight down like that because every round was pretty much the same. Grasso controlled the fight. She controlled it with her straight strikes. She started the jab right off the jump, where I said Araujo needed the fast start because she doesn't have the gas tank, so she needs to go in, bully, land power shots, and take Grasso out, most likely, right? Or fight at a good pace where she can stay in the fight for the five round long haul, But in this fight here, her first round, Grasso, she got the jump. She just said, okay, if she tries to strike with me, I'm going to just box her. And that's what she did. Pumping that jab out. Jab, straight jab, the right hand, nice cracking right hands right on the chin of Araujo got her in a few shots here and there. She got in her thudding shots whenever she would put some pressure on. But Grasso, being the better boxer, just goes right back to resetting, controlling, and just making Viviane Araujo fight behind her. And that's the mistake she made, fighting behind the boxer. You got to be first. Don't let her get her feet set. And that's where Grasso was having success, just constantly controlling from the distance, letting off pot shots, reset, pot shot, reset. Araujo got in a few shots throughout these rounds. In round 2, she landed a few shots, winning for a few takedowns. But Grasso, takedown defense is much improved. She looks stronger. Got to give her credit there. Physically, she looks stronger. I mean, when Araujo would press her to the cage, she kind of reminded me of Wmma. She would flex on her. She would get that positioning, and then she would reverse and go right back to the center of the octagon and go back to pot shot, just boxing her way to a decision. Third round or the fourth round is where Viviane Araujo kind of turned it up a little bit. When she started pressing forward and putting a little bit more pressure on Grasso. This is where I thought she was going to be in the first round, when she was landing some hard shots in this third round, when she stunned Grasso 2 times. Like, she landed a hard left hook that knocked Grasso to one side. Then she landed another right hand that didn't take Grasso off of her feet, but it definitely moved her. And you could see that she kind of had like a moment where she was a little bit buzzed, but she just stayed back. She just regrouped. Araujo didn't capitalize, so that was a plus on Grasso. So she went right back to doing what she was doing, just pot shotting and winning the round. I think, one time in the second round, there was a part where Grasso did eat a few shots, and I could see it in her face that Araujo had power. She definitely had power because she got hit with some great straight punches straight up the middle from Araujo, and I was like, keep doing that, just keep doing that, But she landed those shots, and Araujo just stopped, and I could see in Grasso's eyes that she couldn't take it. Like, well, she took it, but you could see like in her face like she had some respect for the power. So Grasso, that's why she kept playing the safe game and just kept kept the fight at a distance and just kept boxing all the way to the end. I mean, the fourth round, Araujo had a little bit of success again. I think one of these rounds she threw some leg kicks and they worked for just like a minute because she abandoned it. She abandoned the leg kicks again. She threw maybe, I want to go back, I want to say it was like round 2 or 3. But overall, Araujo, she just abandoned the leg kicks. Like, she didn't really throw any at all in this fight. And she's the more powerful fighter here, too. I think she could have took Grasso off of her feet with some of those shots, or at least slowed her down so she could home in on her own punches. But she didn't land any more leg kicks in this fight. Going into the 5th round, she tried to push it. She was looking for the KO. She landed some hard shots. But again, Grasso goes right back to controlling the fight, boxing her way to a decision, angles, good head movement. And with the shots that she was landing, I thought Grasso was probably going to score a TKO in like the 3rd round. No lie, because these shots, they were landing on the money. And the thing about Grasso's boxing is they're not like telegraph hard punches. You know what I mean? Like, if you see some clubbing shots coming, you can brace yourself and you can take them, right? But the way Grasso is throwing her punches, you don't know the timing of them. So Araujo standing in front of her, waiting. She doesn't know when the shot is coming. You know what I mean? So by the time she wants to blitz in, boom, boom, Grasso hits her with like a good 1-2, and then she hits her with a left hook. And you can see her stunning Araujo a little bit with these shots. So I'm like, the more and more she comes on with these shots, she can knock her out. So I thought that was a possibility in the 3rd round. But, Grasso just kind of played the Wmma game in this fight, just piling up points, just stuffing takedowns, and just putting shots straight down the pipe. 5 rounds to 0, simple shutout. It kind of reminded me of Winky Wright versus Felix Trinidad a little bit, just a little bit. The way Winky just outboxed Felix Trinidad for 12 rounds, just took away all of his weapons, because Araujo didn't have much in this fight. Like, even her takedowns, her wrestling weren't effective. None of that was effective on Grasso. The power was evident. The shots did land. Some shots did land, because you could see the forehead of Grasso was kind of swelling. And at the press conference, she said, she wants to take a little break and just sit down. She ain't really thinking about a fight yet, which I'm talking about here in a minute. She said she wanted to get an ice pack on her forehead because her forehead was bumping, and I could see it. So Araujo still got that power now. She's got that. She just don't have the IQ to execute what she needs to. She should have been the puncher in this fight, no doubt. Shout out to Grasso, though. Shout out to Alexa Grasso. Got to give her all the credit. Like I said, you can't tell me I told you so on this one, because it was a toss-up, and I know what Grasso possesses. It was a fight that just needed questions answered. That's all, and questions were answered. Araujo has not stepped up her game. She has not stepped up her want game as hard as we thought. Now, she's gritty and she'll stay in a fight, but it's one thing to just survive in a fight. It's another thing to fight to win. You know what I mean? That's a different thing. Another question answered. Yeah, Grasso's not soft. She's not soft. She is a good technical fighter. That's something we know. And the other question that we needed to have answered is, can she beat a full-fledged flyweight, which she did. Good fight all around, good execution for her. But as far as what she wants next, I'm going to have to talk about this in another video, because Alexa Grasso still doesn't really sound sure of herself. After the fight, she said she's going to put it all in Mick Maynard's hands, the matchmakers, as far as who they give her next. She didn't call out the bullet. She said she would want another main event as well. And then she said also in the same breath that if they gave her the Valentina fight, she would take it. But I feel like I want another main event or one more fight before the champion. But if they give it to me, I'll take it. So is it like, are you ready or not? I'm not getting it. Like, would you just take the fight if they gave it to you and not be ready? Or are you ready? I mean, when you look at the rankings in number 5, you got by everybody else. Like, you're able to beat Araujo. You didn't have to fight Manon and none of them. And, you did get number 5. So technically, going by the rankings with everybody else being defeated, you are ready. So I don't know if Dana White is going to do the whole one more fight for or one more main event. She might be having to take on Valentina. I'm not sure. That's another video, guys. But final thoughts in this post-fight. Araujo, she's going to have to fight down from here, because she's got to work, man. She just really looked flat in this fight. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like her fundamentals in boxing. Like, some Brazilian fighters they're their boxing technique is a little bit different. Like when you see her doing her stand-up, it's fun, you know, it's effective at times, but it's kind of different from the fighters here in either Mexico or America, you know, the way they learn the boxing fundamentals, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of different. And I think that she needs to get a boxing coach here in America that can get her sharp, help her understand why she needs to turn over her punches the way she needs to turn them over, or get her timing down. You know, don't just have her throw punches just for the sake of punches or just throwing straight punches because I throw hard. You know, have her, you know, learn how to feint, set up shots, don't telegraph punches, don't blitz in. Even if you are throwing straight punches, you can't blitz in like that. Move your head. You know, there's just a lot of basic stuff that I don't think she's really learning like a fundamental boxer, like Alexa Grasso is, you know. So that's something I think Araujo needs to kind of work on with like an American boxing coach, just to kind of help her build there. But that's another video as well, guys. Let me know what y'all think about Grasso's her comments. She wants to fight another main event, or if she said they offer the Valentina Shevchenko fight, she's taking it. Which is it? Guys, let me know. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.